The Detroit Lions put a fat stamp on a W against the Carolina Panthers yesterday. What a win. Now, to be honest with you guys, I listened to it on the radio, driving back from the UP with my wife. We were celebrating our anniversary, so I had a great time. We enjoyed listening to the game. Totally different experience listening to the game. And then today went back, watched a bunch of it, just to kind of see it with thine own eyes. But my God, Detroit Lions are rolling. Some people might look and say, okay, hey, this is a 4-1 team, but they got to play Atlanta, Green Bay, now Carolina, 3 W's that they should have gotten. And I would say, yeah, those are 3 W's you should have gotten. However, not only were they 3 W's, but they were 3 very decisive W's. Really just stamping in that the Lions are a good squad. Very, very well rounded. I love there was the reporter who asked Jared Goff, like, oh, you're not a passing offense, you're not a running offense. What kind of offense are you, or what kind of team are you? And he said, a good team, and that's who we are. That's who this Lions squad is. Dan Campbell coaching it, like he has changed a lot over the last 3 years. Huge shout out to Sam Laporta. That kid is top tier. I mean, there's a reason why we drafted him when we did, but he is really proving his worth, making huge strides. David Montgomery, for anybody out there who is still banging on the should have kept Jamal Williams drum, I don't understand. Who are you and why are you? What are you doing? I don't know. You don't know music then, because stop banging on a trash can or strumming on a street light. Whatever you want to call it. All in all, David Montgomery is just unreal. The way that he bounces off of these defenders and then just keeps rolling, the way he sheds tackles. Guy is a stud. Huge shout out to J-Mo as well. J-Mo did a lot of dirty work this game. You know, I didn't expect to see him making many plays. More really see him, scoring a TD or anything like that. Didn't expect many targets. But what he did do was got out there and he did his job. And he laid some blocks that were necessary. And it was really good to see it. It's like, hey, you're not just this prized jewel of a guy that we're going to say, oh, J-Mo's back, let's get him out there. Like, you're going to earn your keep. Just pay your dues, And so I do like that with J-Mo. I like that they're not just going to check him out there and say, okay, you go get it. Like, you're the guy. We crown you as wide receiver 1. No. In fact, look at Josh Reynolds, a highly, severely underrated wide receiver. And the guy is producing incredible numbers here in Detroit. His chemistry with Goff was pretty immediate when we picked him up in the first place. But you see him this year. Dude is, for 3 years now, he has been putting in work, and this year it's really coming out. It's really coming forth, and my guy is taking some huge steps to be a top-tier wide receiver on this squad. Obviously, we had no Amon-Ra St. Brown, no Gibbs. There was some stuff a part of it, but I like that. I like that you can go into a game that's a winnable game without St. Brown, without Gibbs, and still crush their souls. Because that's what this Lions team did. Aiden Hutchinson, homegrown hero. Like, that kid he's not a kid. That is a young man who is able to do some serious amounts of damage. Aiden Hutchinson is just a stud of a player. The fact that he's playing for us in Detroit and should be in Jacksonville, it's crazy. It's wild. Love him and love what he is producing. Yeah, man. So I look at that game and a lot of good comes out of it, but I think one of the harder aspects of it is Emmanuel Moseley. And again, I was listening to it when I heard the announcer, when Dan Miller said that, he went down. I was like, okay, it's the ACL. He's done. He's not playing again for us this year. Turns out it is. It's another ACL injury. However, it's the other leg. So, yeah, man, I just feel really bad for Moseley. That's a tough situation. God, I can't imagine. So, it is a huge bummer for Emmanuel Moseley. Lions do need to figure out maybe a little bit of depth in the secondary. I don't like the limited depth at the moment with some of the injuries. But, all in all, a lot of A lot of good coming out. Lions starting out 4-1, man. I don't know the last time that has ever been the case. It is lovely. It is, man, it's weird in a way, and it just goes to show the PTSD of being a Lions fan and just losing on repeat, because this 4-1 feeling is just so bizarre. So bizarre. But I love it. It's like a drug. It's kind of like money. You'll never have enough money. Same way with this, man. The wins are never enough. I want more. But with that being said, hey, man, Lions got to go take on the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay this Sunday. Game's at 4:25. Tampa Bay being 3-1. They're leading their division. So this is a very big game. And I think Tampa Bay is kind of under the radar in some ways. Even though they are 3-1, they had a bye. Even though they're 3-1, I'm not hearing enough chatter about them. So big game. A 4-1 Lions at a 3-1 Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield led Tampa Bay. They've had a week of rest. That's huge. We don't know where Amon-Ra St. Brown will be. Is he going to be back this week? Will we see J-Mo actually, taking a bunch of reps, getting targeted? We'll see. It's going to be interesting. But hey, man, that's it. Just wanted to recap the game a little bit, shoot it with you, and get prepared for this game against Tampa. But that is it. That is it for now. And as always, I'll catch you next time on Let's Talk Lions.